Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's as old as humanity itself, yet constantly evolving: marriage. Where did it even come from, and is it here to stay, or are we witnessing its slow fade into history? When we think about marriage, many of us picture a romantic union, a declaration of love. But historically, its roots are far more practical. For millennia, marriage was often an economic or social contract. It was about alliances between families, securing resources, ensuring lineage, and providing stability for children. Imagine a time when survival depended on cooperation. Marriage was a fundamental building block of society, a way to organize communities and share responsibilities. It wasn't always about hearts and flowers, but about hearth and home, about ensuring the continuation of a family line and the protection of assets. Over centuries, as societies developed and individual autonomy grew, the idea of love and personal connection began to weave itself more deeply into the fabric of marriage, transforming it into the complex institution we recognize today. Now, for the big question, will marriage disappear? It's a fascinating thought, especially when we look at how much relationships and societal norms have shifted. We see more people choosing to cohabitate without marriage, single-parent households thriving, and individuals prioritizing personal growth and careers. Some might argue that with increasing economic independence, especially for women, the traditional need for marriage as a financial or social safety net has diminished. And yes, the forms and expectations of marriage are definitely changing. But does changing mean disappearing? I don't think so. At its core, marriage in its many forms taps into a deeply human desire for connection, commitment, and shared life. It's about building a future with someone, navigating challenges together, and having a dedicated partner through life's journey. While the legal and social structures around it might continue to evolve, the fundamental human yearning for a profound, committed partnership seems to endure. Perhaps marriage isn't vanishing, but rather transforming, adapting to modern values and individual choices, becoming more about intentional partnership and less about rigid tradition. It's becoming a choice, a celebration of a unique bond, rather than just a societal expectation. So while its definition might broaden, its essence as a powerful symbol of enduring human connection is likely here to stay, just in new and exciting ways. What are your thoughts on the future of marriage? I'd love to hear them in the comments below. Will the system of marriage truly collapse and disappear from the Western world by 2050? It's a big question, and one that touches on our deepest human connections. When we look at the trends, it's clear that marriage is evolving. We see declining marriage rates, people marrying later in life, and a rise in cohabitation and diverse family structures. Economic independence, especially for women, and a greater emphasis on individual fulfillment have certainly reshaped our priorities. The traditional roles that once underpinned marriage have shifted dramatically, leading many to wonder if the institution itself is losing its relevance. It's easy to look at these changes and feel a sense of uncertainty about the future of this age-old tradition. However, to predict its complete disappearance might be overlooking something fundamental. Marriage in various forms has been a cornerstone of human societies for thousands of years. It has always adapted, reflecting the values and needs of each era. Think about it. Marriage today looks very different from marriage a century ago. let alone a millennium ago. It's a testament to its incredible resilience. At its heart, marriage is about a profound commitment, a public declaration of love and partnership, and a desire to build a shared future. These are deeply human needs that aren't going away. While the legal and social benefits might be less exclusive than they once were, the emotional and psychological desire for a committed, lifelong bond remains incredibly strong for many. So by 2050, will marriage vanish? It's highly unlikely. What we're more likely to see is a continued transformation. Marriage might become an even more intentional choice, perhaps less of a societal expectation and more of a deeply personal decision. It could become more inclusive, embracing a wider spectrum of relationships and identities. The asterisk form asterisk might continue to diversify, but the asterisk essence asterisk of committed partnership, of choosing to navigate life's journey with another person, will almost certainly endure. Ultimately, the human desire for connection, for love, and for building a life with someone special is timeless. Marriage, in whatever shape it takes, will likely continue to be one powerful way we express that desire. Society and our most personal relationships. Will the marriage system truly disappear from Europe? It's a topic that sparks a lot of conversation, and for good reason, as we observe significant shifts across the continent. When we look at the data, it's clear that marriage rates have been declining in many European countries, while the average age for first marriages is rising. We're also seeing an increase in cohabitation and a greater acceptance of diverse family structures. These aren't just statistics. They reflect profound changes in how people choose to live and form partnerships. So what's driving these trends? There are many factors at play. Economic independence, especially for women, means marriage is no longer a financial necessity. Evolving societal values emphasize individual autonomy and personal fulfillment, leading many to prioritize education, career, or travel before settling down. There's also a growing recognition and acceptance of various forms of partnership, including civil unions and registered partnerships, which offer many of the legal benefits of marriage without the traditional framework. However, does a shift in form mean an outright disappearance? It's unlikely. While the traditional idea of marriage might be evolving, the underlying human desire for deep connection, commitment, and companionship remains incredibly strong. Marriage, in many ways, is adapting. It's becoming more of a personal choice, a celebration of love and commitment, rather than a societal expectation or a rite of passage. For many, it still represents a profound public declaration of love and a foundation for building a family. Europe itself is incredibly diverse, and these trends aren't uniform. What's happening in Scandinavia might differ from Southern Europe, reflecting unique cultural, religious, and historical contexts. This diversity suggests that while the institution of marriage will continue to transform, it's more likely to evolve into a more varied and personalized system, rather than vanish entirely. It might become one of many respected paths to partnership, rather than the sole dominant one. Ultimately, the future of marriage in Europe seems to be one of adaptation and diversification. It's a testament to our capacity as societies to redefine and reshape our most fundamental institutions to better reflect our changing values and needs. The essence of partnership and commitment will endure, even if the packaging looks a little different. Thank you so much for joining this discussion today. We hope this gave you some